because I had really realized that I was tricking myself out of my own spot. If you wouldn't let another do it, why are you doing it to yourself? Don't be weird. What's that TikTok sound when they like when you been away and all of a sudden you just rearing your head and acting like it's all normal? How y'all doing? Yeah, that's me. It's been 2 weeks and girl, we need to talk. We need to catch up because there's so much stuff going on. Baby, I feel good. Like I've literally been redefining myself. There's a whole bunch of new beginnings and I'm launching something finally. And if you're not new here, you probably already know what I'm going to say. But without further ado, let's talk. Let's get into this conversation. Let's start here. I've been gone off of YouTube for about 2 weeks and I've been finding myself, and I feel like the biggest part of that has been taking myself out of the box I put myself in. I don't know why in the world I did that, but it was the worst thing I could have done to myself because the stress that came with it was so unnecessary. When I decided to become a creator, honestly, I thought I had to do everything by the book. I thought I needed to find a niche, stay in that, and solely do that until you got the dream life that you wanted. And baby, when I tell you, it just wasn't working for me. It literally was stressing me out more than it was helping me. And I know people say stay consistent, you'll see this. There's a difference between staying consistent in something and knowing that it's actually going to work out versus knowing you're doing something but you're not wholeheartedly in it, no matter how much you try to tell yourself you are. And let me elaborate on that a little bit. When I first started, I just knew that I wanted to be a beauty content creator. I knew that was all I wanted to do. I wanted to be on the brand trips. I wanted to be a highly sought after creator. I wanted to be that girl, that it girl when it came to makeup. And I slowly started to realize, and emphasis on slowly because it took me up until 2 weeks ago to really realize this. That's not completely who I am. I love beauty, yes, but that doesn't make up who I am as an entirety. I am a girl that has multiple gifts and I have put myself in a box and I outgrew it and I was getting bored with it, especially with not seeing the results that I wanted to see. Posting endlessly just to hit a brick wall. And I know they say, don't post for validation. Well, when you're trying to make that your full-time career, it kind of is needed a little bit. It's just like, don't get me wrong, I know I'm that girl. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not referring to seeking validation for who I am as a person, just more so with the career choice that I'm trying to do. And it just wasn't working for your girl anymore. It got boring and I was just like, okay. So that's when I decided to say I quit, and I'm glad I did because it really helped me figure out what it is that I really want to do as Imani. I won't even put creator, influencer, nothing like that. As Imani, what it is that I want to do. So I actually started sharing some cooking videos and y'all have been loving it, and it really just feels good to do something that you want to do without feeling like, oh no, you're in the beauty niche, you can't do that, like you're supposed to only post beauty content. Since I've stopped doing that and posting what I want to post, I've honestly been happy with what I've been doing as Imani. It just feels good because I feel like I've been reconnecting with myself, and that's the best thing you can do when you're on a journey like this, because it's so easy to lose yourself. And that's what started happening to me because I was trying to be, I won't even say something I wasn't, because everything that I was doing was a part of me. I just wasn't being completely me. And that's where it started getting a little depressing because it was just like, girl, this is boring. Like, there's so many other sides to you, but you're not exploring it because you're so focused on trying to hone in on one thing. And I just didn't like that anymore. But because you guys have been liking my cooking videos so much, if you guys want to see that in my vlogs, let me know. But I also want to make sure that I'm connecting with you. I'd rather just post and go, and whether that be a makeup tutorial, whether that be a random vlog, whether that be cooking, I just want to post and go. I don't really want to once again put myself back in that box. I just want to post what I love to do and go. But I'm kind of over trying to make an aesthetic for myself when I realize I am the aesthetic. I don't have a particular thing like, no, I'm not just lifestyle. No, I'm not just beauty. I'm Imani and I like to do multiple things, and that's that. So far the best thing that's happened with taking this break for me is taking myself out of the box that I put myself in, exploring a passion that I knew I had, just nobody else knew I had it, and truly just falling in love with what I do and doing it because I love to. I feel like there is beauty in starting over. I'll tell anybody, if you feel like you're not happy with anything that you're doing, figure out why and either add it or remove it, because it's so easy for life to go your way if you do what it is that is intended for your life to be. Stop trying to force things that don't need to be. On to the next thing that's super exciting for me, for y'all, really. It's really for y'all. Oh my gosh, your girl launched her website. There will be inventory coming in, and I have been posting actively on our Instagram account too. So if you want to see all that Timeless Beauty will have to offer very, very soon, be sure to follow us on Instagram at Timeless Beauty Brand and check out our website at timelessbeautybrand.com, because it's going down. I've been posting on there, and that's another thing. I feel like with this break, I've been able to really focus on the things that I truly want to achieve as a person. Like, I've had this goal of mine to launch a beauty brand since 2018, 2019, and the fact that it's actually coming into fruition now just goes to show you that when you really stop and hone in on what it is that you're supposed to be doing, you'll get the work done. You will get the work done, and you guys will be officially seeing everything this summer. Y'all gonna be seeing your girl really up the ante on making sure Timeless Beauty becomes your favorite makeup brand. I feel like out of anything, if you're gonna do YouTube, Instagram, life in general, don't confine yourself to a box. If there's something you want to do, go after it. Explore your passions, explore what makes you happy, and do what it is that you truly love to do. That's the best thing you can do. That's the best advice I can give. Continuously do what you love to do. God has really been showing out, and life has really been going the way it should, because also too, I realized it's already time for all of my kids to be in school. So it feels like God divinely protected everything to happen when it was supposed to happen. Like, I feel like God was like, just give it some time. All the things that you want to do and want to achieve is going to happen for you. So now I can really hone in the way I feel like I should without distraction too. I just want to finally be able to get into the things that I wanted to do prior to having kids. And most people don't know that I actually left school my junior year at the University of Alabama because I had got engaged. I was also pregnant, and I just wasn't happy with what I was doing at school. You know, not finishing school really hurt me. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like, it hurt me in I think I just failed myself type of way, and it ate at me for so long. So imagine being pregnant and newly married and, you know, a new mom 3 times over, and constantly feeling like a failure, because the one thing that I always said I was going to do was to make sure that I had the proper career to be able to take care of my kids alongside my partner. And for those who don't know, I was in the military. I was in the reserves, actually. So that way I can continue to get my degree at school. A lot of stuff was happening with that wasn't conducive to life for a pregnant woman. Had I had the right supervision and a better experience my first year, it wouldn't have went as bad as it did. But also, I can truly say that God had something else planned for me. So it didn't really matter whether or not I had great or bad supervision. God made it so that that wasn't going to be the end of my story. That wasn't going to be the pinnacle of my story. His vision is always far greater than what we imagine. Long story short, which I just realized is actually a segue into this next thing that I'm really happy about. Your girl is going back to school. I got accepted back into school, and I'm not going to go into full details about why and what I'm pursuing now, because I still feel like, you know, you got to protect God's plan. You know, I do intend to bring y'all along. God has kept me, and I want to keep what he has for me safe as well, and I feel like everybody should do that. Like I said, your girl is going back to school, and I am super duper excited about that. And I just know with that, I can relieve this burden of feeling like a failure because I didn't finish school like I wanted to. And that's also to say, don't let society or your own family make you feel like if you don't go to school, you're a failure. You're not. This happening for me, and oh, people don't know my praise. When I tell you people don't know my praise, people don't know my praise, because your girl, I tried to go back to school multiple times. This was over the span of 6 years. So finally in 2025, I'm able to go back. It let me know that God kept trying to tell me during those time frames, not right now. And it was just my stubborn self. Honestly, it was really just me. I want what God wants for me. Not now does not mean no. And even if it means no, that just means it wasn't meant for me, and I'm okay with that. Like, truly okay with that. Sometimes it like truly is needed to just simply take a step back and reevaluate your life and stop pointing the finger at everything else around you. Because baby, it's not always Jimmy John and Lisa Frank. It could very much so just be you, boo. It's just you. That's it. That's all. And learning that, you're able to actually fix a lot of the problems a lot easier too, because now you know, okay, it's not external. It's not something that's out of my control. I can control what it is that I do. I can't control external forces. If something isn't working out the way it's supposed to or the way I wanted to, I need to step back and reevaluate and say, okay, is this meant for me? Am I trying to force this because it's just what I want and not what I need? You know, and then also, once again, there goes that I thing. Imani, it's not always about just what you want. Is it what God wants for you? And in learning that, I feel like it really puts into perspective the importance of things too. Baby, success looks different across the board, okay? Success could look like you finally being able to be a stay-at-home mom. Looks like you finally going back to school. Looks like you getting your dream job. Looks like you finally choosing you when all you've ever done was put people before you. So don't amount your success to what society deems as successful. The goal in life is to be happy, boo. That's the first start of success, okay? Because success don't matter if you ain't happy. Money can't buy you happiness now, friend. So do what makes you happy. And that has been seriously like my biggest thing since starting over, because I had really realized that I was tricking myself out of my own spot. If you wouldn't let another do it, why are you doing it to yourself? Don't be weird. Step back, take that break, reevaluate yourself, do what it is that you love to do. So my thing for you guys now is I invite you to tell me how you're going to reinvent yourself this year, because the year ain't over. It's only March and there's still so much more to come, and you can still get a lot done in the next 9 months. A lot can happen in 9 months, and I want to hear in 9 months, heck, even tomorrow, today, whatever, I want to hear that you chose you, that you decided to choose you. So as I wrap this up, be sure to love on you, choose you, do the things you like to do, start over as many times as you need to until you get it right. Don't let nobody make you feel bad for anything that you decide to do, especially if it's to better yourself or your family or whatever it is that may have you. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, my personal one here, and Timeless Beauty one right here. If you love this video or you connected with anything I said, to be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel down here. Don't even know what kind of video I'm going to be posting next, because like I said, I'm doing the things I like to do, okay? Period. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.